Okay, and that seems to be it. There's a few other things that you know, you can see the cells there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, and what I did is I clicked on the right hand cell and I dragged over to the left hand cell, holding my left hand mouse button in. Now I'm dropping it. Now I will click with the right hand mouse button, go to cell, and then say merge cells. Now, when it merged the cells, it actually creates a space in each one of those cells. So all I do is I use my backspace key to delete all the spaces there, and then it looks like I've got an empty line. So I'm going to do the same. Click on the right hand mouse, the right hand cell, then drag over to the left while holding the mouse button in. Then go to cell and merge cells. Again, creates those spaces which I delete with the backspace key. And that's it. Then I have an empty line at the bottom here, right at the bottom there. So let me just go up, have a look and see if I'm happy. Oh yeah, I can do the same here. You know, I need an empty line there. And I could also merge those cells so it doesn't look terribly bad. Click on that and I merge those cells as well and take away the spaces. And each time when I do that, I click on the right hand one first, because dragging over to the right sometimes causes a different kind of problem, which not very easy to see always. And I think that should look alright. I don't, you know, it's not perfect as the original document, but I think that looks okay. Another thing I find here is that it doesn't seem to be right in the middle. You can fix that by again clicking inside, go to cell properties, and then say the vertical alignment, set that in the middle, and that sets the text in the middle. So I will do the same there. Actually, if I click there and I drag down, select all three of those, it selects this as well, but it doesn't matter. Then click there, say cell properties, make it the vertical alignment in the middle of the cell. And yeah, look what it does. You see, sometimes you get this effect. So all I do now is I undo that, undo again. Oh, it doesn't want to undo it. That's not very good. Let's see if we can take these colors away. It's really strange. It should undo it, but yeah, sometimes it's a little bit finicky. So we're going to have to do this again. I'm going to have to clear that. The same there. Cell properties, choose the background color, clear it out. Even though it shows nothing there, it definitely shows it here. So cell properties, choose clear. Okay. And then you find that, oh yeah, no, it messed this up really badly. I think what I should do is I should get out of this, cancel this. And then go back in and redo those things without trying to break it again like I did. So let's just go down. Everything seems okay so far. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the cells there and then take out that. I'm going to put in the colors later, and I'll just merge those cells. I didn't want to do that. Do it again. Cell, merge cells, take out the spaces. And what I will do is I will save my work before I do something else, which means that I will be closer to the end result and not having to redo everything every time. Right, so I have now created that. Let me just merge these cells as well. And I'll do all the merging. And then before I carry on with any other stuff, I will save this document. Doesn't look too bad at the moment, so let me save that first. So I've got a better version to go back to if I mess something up again. Right, so going down, let's just have a look and see what it looks like. There's July, there's August, there is September. You can see that merging those cells worked well. And now the next thing I'll do is I'll go in here again. I will edit. And once I'm in the editor, I will then go down and I will do this one at a time and not all together. Let me just see, yeah. Go in there and then choose the middle and then do the next one, cell properties, vertical alignment, choose middle. It's because I did a selection across merged cells that caused me that problem. So yeah, I'd rather do them one by one this time. Middle. This is a long video, but I think it also shows the bad experiences I have when I try to speed things up or try to do too many things at one time. Right, so I think that looks good. So what I will do now is I will change the text here to white and change the text there to white also, and then I will go on to change the colors, the background colors. This one needs to be black. This one needs to be red. Choose a color. We'll make it a nice bright red. This one needs to be that blue. I think I used that blue. And that one needs to be that green color. Which I think, yes, was that one. Right, so all I have to do now is I've got two more cells to fill in. that one, and I need to fill that one in, and then without any further ado, I'm going to save this thing, check it again, and then see if there's anything more that I need to do. Right, so here we are. I could put that in the center there, or you could do it yourself as well. But I think I have gone through all the formatting that I intended doing, and this is not as perfect as the Word document, but it looks good enough for me. And it took quite a while to get to this point, so as you can see, it is not easy to do these complex tables on the website. Simple tables are okay, but these are a bit complex, so you have to really play around with things. But it looks good to me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it again, but I'm now, instead of putting it there, I'm going to put it onto the fixtures page. So if I go back to the fixtures page quickly, and then I will trash this one because we don't need it anymore, as well as those indoor fixtures, we don't need that anymore. So I will trash those, not just unpublish them, but trash them completely. But first, let me go back into the practice articles, then let me go back to edit this thing and see how many times we've worked with this already. 5 times. And then go to the publishing tab, change it from practice articles to fixtures, and save it. Once it is saved, you will see that it doesn't appear on the practice article page anymore, but it does now appear on the fixtures page. There you are. And there is our new fixtures sheet. Now, you will see that on the original document, you know, some of these things were centered in the cells, but it doesn't happen here. To center it here is going to be really a hard job because you can only center it one cell at a time. So you can imagine this will take you hours to do. So hopefully it is okay to, if it is like this. It reads okay, it's not too bad. Everything else seems to be fine, so I'm quite happy with this. Yes, and if you mess it up, of course, there's always versions of it that you can fall back into, but I think I only saved 10 versions. I will check that now. But next thing I need to get rid of is the old thing. So all I need to do is I need to go into the editing mode for that. And then go to the publishing tab, and instead of status published, I now can either unpublish it, which means you will still see it, but the public won't. Archive, meaningless because we're never going to take it, bring it back from the archive. I don't see any reason. But trashed, so we're going to trash it. We're going to throw it away absolutely completely. We don't need it. So by the way, if you want to see previous versions of any article, there's this button that shows you about versions. So if you look at this one, this specific one had quite a few versions, and you can choose which version you want to go back to. You can either restore a previous version, you can preview it before you restore it, you can compare it, you can do all kinds. I don't really use this often. I will use this when I find that a thing is a version has gone very corrupted, then I'll go back to a previous version and then update again from there, just so you know. But I'm not going to go in there anymore. I'm just going to save this as a trashed article, and it will disappear completely, never to be retrieved again. So if we now go down, down, down to the bottom of this page, and have a look, you can see that article is gone. So all we're left with are these old articles for the indoors, 27, 2018. We're not there yet, so I'm going to leave this here. You can remove this thing yourself eventually, just trash it, as I just did with the previous one. But as you can see there are still there's that game still that needs to be played, it seems. So I'm going to leave that. As far as I'm concerned, that is all for this video. And I hope this helps. This has been a very, very long video. This has been carrying on for an hour. I will try and reduce it quite substantially before I will publish it to you. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from us.